Hey everyone, and welcome to the Startup Savants podcast.
A podcast dedicated to helping aspiring entrepreneurs and startup enthusiasts by bringing you news, insights, and stories about the startups and founders that are making waves right now.
Why would you listen to this podcast instead of the thousands of other business podcasts out there?
The goal of this podcast is to share startup stories, where they started, where they're going, and their journey along the way. When it comes to kind of trends and what you see in the consumer market, how does that guide data collection?
You said flat culture. I want you to tell us more. I want you to tell us more about your flat structure.
How did you kind of rebound from that, from having to overcome an obstacle so early?
How did you know when you were at the right iteration, and how did you go about validating that?
How do you maintain that kind of personal touch within your culture, and what's important to you about the culture that you have now?
What would you tell somebody who hasn't started yet?
Whether you're a startup founder or startup enthusiast, we cannot wait to share the stories and insights from entrepreneurs that are changing the game.
Check out Startup Savants on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts on February 2nd, 2022. You bring the sparkle to this relationship, which is great because I'm basically a robot.